9 o'clock, and we've got eyes on that sow and cubs again. So she's a lot further off. She's like, I don't know, 2 drainages over from where we saw her yesterday in the morning, but still on that same mountainside, just cruising around. Got a good look at her today because it was kind of raining yesterday when we saw her. But we're gonna go ahead and pack up our camp and head down this drainage right here off to our right. We're gonna leave this sow and cubs on this side. We gotta cross a river. It's just a little sketchy, but we've got some waders. We should be fine. Get to the other side, and we're gonna hike up there and see if we can get on a Grizz over there. But yeah, it was kind of cool. She's got like that Grizzly look with the like golden tips and, you know, darker body. It's a real pretty bear. But just gotta find us a boar. Hopefully we get over there and pick one up. But anytime one could just roll over the top of this mountain and come into this basin. You know, just about anywhere you're at, a Grizz could show up, walk right past you. But we're gonna need a little luck to get it done, because it is thick and they do move. They're motoring. You know, you'll see them right here, and then 2 hours later they'll be all the way over there. And you know, it's gonna be hard to. We're gonna need one to just kind of be chill a little bit, or at least maybe head it off as it comes down and tries to cross or something in front of us. We'll see, but we gotta find one first.
That's Sketch City. That water's like 32.5 degrees.
Yeah, that looked a little sketchy there.
Yeah.
It was like waist deep.
It was deep.
Well, that water crossing was sketchy, but it looks like we're on this side now. We shouldn't really have to deal with any major rivers anymore. Just some little things that we could probably just scoot across in our waders. But that was deep right there. I'm taller than Chris. It looked like it was going up around his waist. Got the bottom of his pack wet. But I think it's pretty easy walking now. Just gotta find us a bear. Pretty stoked. Well, we're climbing up this hill to a vantage point. We've been hiking for about three hours or so. And as you can see, like, it's just this big open basin. It's just all green from the bottom to the top, all the way around. Pretty crazy. We've seen a handful of black bears so far, but we have not seen a grizzly bear yet. But we'll get up here and put eyes on this for a little bit, a few days maybe. Be nice to have a bear just walk down the middle. Yeah, there's a black bear straight across from us. That little cut right there. Was out in the open, got a little hot and it tucked in.
Tent might fit on this.
Yeah?
Tent might fit up here.
Well, we have a good vantage here. This is a nice little spot. Wind is not really how I want it for a bear coming up this way, but yeah, it's blowing up this draw. But if a bear's up on this slope up here in front of us, anywhere down here, or even up there behind us on this side, we're gonna kill him. So, just gotta find a bear. Black bear was right in there, just cruising through, and then dropped down into that little cut and disappeared when it got hot. But what are those rocks?
Rocks falling.
From the snow melting.
Yeah, rocks are falling.
Yeah, hearing those rocks back there. Well, the sun is going down. About halfway through the hunt. And haven't seen a shooter grizz yet. I know they're in here somewhere, but man, I can't catch a break. Man, as soon as that sun goes down, temperature drops pretty quick. And the wind picks up. It's blowing pretty hard. Doesn't look it, but it's blowing pretty hard up in my face right now. Up this wash, up this canyon here. But, yeah. Been sitting here. It's beautiful right here. But there's no animals in this little basin. Just that one. Well, we did see a couple black bears in here. Every black bear we've seen, though, has been looking over its shoulder like crazy. They're always running, kind of going in circles. There seems to be no rhyme or reason for where they go. They just go everywhere, like ADD. Man, I'd love to see a grizz. Big old grizz. Just want to put eyes on them. About halfway through the trip, we did hike in here pretty far. We're about 12 miles from the area we really want to spend the last few days of the hunt. But yeah, it's been challenging getting in here. And I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing more grizzly bear. We talked to a few people back in this way, and they were like, we saw 6, we saw 4 yesterday, we saw 3 a day, I don't know what it is, but we have been in the wrong spot. We can't seem to find grizz, but we can find a billion black bear. Anyway, sun's going down. Time to tuck into the teepee, get some dinner, and we're going to try to get up real early and try to hike like 8 or 9 miles, maybe 12 tomorrow. But we're going to be on the move, glassing a lot. And in June, we covered 12 miles in one day up in these mountains and these trails. And wasn't bad at all. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, but halfway through, I'd like to at least get on a stalk, get on a chase, get one on camera. Well, it's I don't know, about 7, 8, something like that. We got our camp all loaded up. Sun has hit the valley. Been keeping our eyes peeled, but so far no bears this morning. But we're gonna march all the way to the other end of this drainage today and try to get back into where we're fairly certain no one has been in quite a while. There's going to be some serious bushwhacking, but we're hoping we can get back there where there's no people and we can get on some bears that haven't been pushed around or whatnot. So anyway, we'll keep you up to date, posted on what's going on. Probably leave the camera off until we get into some action. That's it. Got a grizz coming up this drainage right now, right in front of us. Disappeared behind this clump of dirt. We haven't seen it since, but we're in a pinch, waiting for it to pop out, and then hopefully we get our shot. We just got a Grizz. It's day 5, roughly?
Days, yeah, 5.5, 6.
Yeah.
It's day 5 we can legally hunt.
Dude, I saw the red, like, I saw the bear, and then just to turn around, it was just covered in blood.
Yeah. Once the bear spun, I just saw red, and I went, oh, it's just a matter of time. It's gonna go down. Then it sat down, and
I thought about shooting again,
yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
and you were like, "It's done.
Yeah.
It's done."
And once it sat and laid down, I was like,
yeah.
Actually, it was over in 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
I mean, it's basically standing where I shot it.
Yeah.
Didn't
Go
run,
far at
yeah.
all. Less than 10 yards. Yeah.
Yeah.
You shot, it hit, it spun, tried to bite the bullet hole, laid down, and it was done.
So fast. Yeah.
Great,
Man, a hunt
great
can-
day for it.
I know.
A hunt can change so fast.
I
Like
know.
we were starting. It was starting to look grim. We were just seeing black bears, and then we blew out of the spot we moved to yesterday pretty quick. We didn't even stay in glass this morning because it wasn't looking great. And then we start walking out to go 12 miles away,
Yep.
and we run into this Grizz. So
It's crazy though. If that Grizz popped into the bottom, it could be right next to you and you would never know it.
yeah, it's so thick
It's so
down
thick.
here.
We just happened to catch it up on the slope in the open. There's not much space over here, dude.
No,
You know,
I
I
mean,
mean-
we're sitting in the bottom, and we got 300 yards to either side of this canyon we're in.
It is a little pinch right here.
Yeah,
But if they come through that brush,
you ain't gonna see
you're
them.
never going to know they're there.
No. What do you say we this sucker broke down? Broke down, packed up, and
Do it, dude. Well, pretty cool to get up here and take a look at this bear. Decided to put some eyes on it. Up close. This inland grizzly bear hunting in the mountains is not easy. Not easy to find them. You know, the sightings have been real limited. Only seen a handful. So they seem to love these red berries.
yeah, they're all in the scat that we've been seeing.
Look at them just where they've dug up all these rocks.
Yep. Just feeding in through here.
It's always exciting walking up on a bear. We watched it for quite a while though. It went down. There it is. Right here. Wow. My first grizzly bear. Dude, they have some claws, don't they? Jeez. Did a number. Look at the head. What a pretty bear. Look at the coat on that. Well, Chris, oh, wow.
That's an old bear. Look at how white the claws are.
Yeah, look how silver it is. It's covered in red, but it's the first thing I noticed was how silver tipped it was as it was coming through.
Oh yeah.
Oh, feels good to get that pack off. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, they have giant heads, dude. Big old heads. Yeah, his teeth are all busted off.
Really?
On the front here. Holy cow. So much bigger than a black bear. See him all broken?
That's an old bear.
Look how big those teeth are. Man, that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna put this camera down and we'll rearrange this bear.
Undercover, I blame it on the season. It ain't no kind of reason, baby, why I come and go. I had a lover, she felt as good as trees, and you can't ask her if it's pleasing. You can't ask the wind to blow. And is it time I should be moving? Is it time I settle down? Will I sit still or will I feel the wheels spinning around?
That's the spot where I crossed. Seems like it was a little bit flatter, a little more sand in there than where you crossed. Looks like you had some big rocks, but we both made it safely. That's all that matters. And now just some bushwhacking and should be good to go.
Oh, Chris, it looks like we're gonna break through out here. More bear scat. It's not unnerving or anything. Being in this thick stuff with grizzly bears. It all looks the same.
We just need to go that way.
I know. Well, it's like, have I been here before? Just all looks the same. Uses way more energy than this hike. I feel like we're getting close. I gotta put this camera away. Get back to two-handed bushwhacking. All right, Chris has us bushwhacking in the neck-deep brush. Nothing creepy about this at all.
Especially when you get a dead angle.
That's right. All right, lead the way.
Maybe we should go back.
This way? Like right through this trail in front of us?
Go that way?
I see victory, Chris. There we go. Voila! Glorious open country. We shouldn't have to do that again anytime soon.
We have to go with one little knob, don't we? Yeah, right down there. I can see it.
Shut up, Chris.
I mean, we could just get wet and walk on the side of the river.
Oh. Nah.
Maybe we should take a seat after that one.
Yeah, let's take a break in the shade. I could use a little grub, a little snack. Whew, that feels good. At least it's not pouring rain.
High wispy clouds, really good weather.
Be drenched to our necks if that was all wet in there. Rain gear. The camera is filthy. It's just covered in grime. I think the hardest part of our journey is over.
Almost.
Come on. What? Maybe we don't have to. Maybe the water's low enough.
Oh, I don't know. It cuts right up against that bank.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
I say we get done with that bushwhacking over there and set up camp.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting later.
Is it time I settle down? Will I sit still or will I feel the wheels are spinning round? The wheels are spinning round. The wheels are spinning.
All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is the last part of a 5-part series.
Yep.
Tune in next Sunday. We're going to launch another film series. This time we are hunting black bears. Stealthy Hunter returns, and Ryan Lampers and I hit the mountains in some very, very rugged country to go after some black Bruins. It's going to be a cool series. Tune in for that. Before we jump into the giveaways, I wanted to talk a little bit about this video, about the actual experience of the hunt.
Yep.
This was with Alaska Adventure Services. That's owned by Eric Lee. I did a podcast with Eric a couple weeks ago that I dropped where you can learn a lot more details on this hunt or even give Eric a call if you want to do this hunt. It's an inland grizz hunt, so it's different. It's a lot different when you're hunting in the mountains and you're going after inland grizz than when you're hunting on the coastline. You're hitting a lot of fish bears.
Yep.
And I wanted this experience, and it lived up to what I wanted. You can see the difference between when I went in June and then later when I went back in August. Very, very different conditions, but it was a tough hunt. And I think that's par for the course with inland grizz. I think it can be hit and miss. And this hunt was no different. I was getting discouraged. This is my second time, and I just wanted to get on, a shooter bear.
Yep.
And just like that, in the matter of seconds, it went from nothing to all of a sudden a bear on the ground. I mean, it really happened so fast. We weren't ready for it. I mean, there it was. Didn't even get it on film before the glimpse of it disappeared. And then we sat there for, I want to say about 15 minutes. I trimmed up the video, of course, but it was about 15 minutes. And finally that bear reappeared. And unfortunately, I didn't get the shot on camera because, the bear was milling around, and as I couldn't see, I'm a lot lower than the camera. The camera's standing up in the back, so it has a different angle, and I really couldn't get a clear shot through the brush. Finally, when that bear stepped out, it just so happened to have stepped out, giving me the shot off screen.
Yep.
So I shot the bear, but ironically, it ran back into the frame and then back out of the frame. So you see glimpses of it after I shot it. It's pretty crazy though. But
see, he should have just taken me along. The bear would have been on camera.
That wasn't my fault. Actually, this was sort of a second budget hunt trip after the June one, and it was kind of last minute. So I ended up going and self-filming. It's interesting to contrast a totally self-filmed hunt versus the first half. Some of you probably don't even notice. I don't think about it, but I notice it where I'm solely responsible for filming.
Yeah.
Versus when you can get more shot angles, like when Brad is there to help film. I really, really do like having a cameraman present. It takes the load off of me. But one of the things I wanted to bring up before we get into the giveaways was crossing rivers. Mm-hmm. We don't have our chest straps buckled. Hip belts are unbuckled. We'll tuck them up so they don't land in the water.
Yep.
So they're up around our waist, just kind of tucked into your waist a little bit. But those packs, you can see them kind of jostling back and forth as we cross the river. And the reason for that is so that if we did fall into that swift moving river, and it's freezing, I mean, it's cold. It's cold in the water. It's warm out of the water.
Right.
But this is fresh snow melt.
It's coming off the glaciers.
Yeah.
Like, it's cold.
You fall into that, it's dangerous. And when I'm crossing a log or any stream generally, usually if it's deep enough or swift enough, you can shimmy out of it or shed that pack if you have to. And we're using trekking poles. Trekking poles are critical. I just don't see crossing those rivers without poles.
No.
And year after year, I rely on trekking poles more and more and more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a critical piece of gear.
Yeah.
So, and we've been using the Peaks trekking poles forever. They're robust. They're tough. And when you use the code GRITTY, you're going to save. Plus, they have that carbon fiber upper, the aluminum lower, and the clip locks. Yep. I think the design is it's a perfect combination of performance and weight that we're just seeking for our backcountry hunts. They need to be durable, more durable than if you have just your standard sort of backpacking setup and you're hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. You need something bigger when you're going through rocks and off trail and you have 130-pound backpack on.
Right.
So when we come back after we kill the bear and our packs are loaded with meat and hide and skull, that was ridiculously heavy.
Yeah.
And Chris is not a huge dude.
No, he's little, but man,
I think he's carrying the same weight I am, and I think I outweigh him by 40 pounds
probably or more. I mean, he's not very big.
That guy is a freak of nature. And anyway, he was stomping across that stream, and then you had to bushwhack a lot. It was rough carrying that load. Yep. And we still had another day and a half that we took to get out of the backcountry there that you don't see because I cut the film off. But anyway, that's kind of how it went down. But the waders, we get a lot of questions about the waders. We were using the Chota hip waders.
Yep.
And they're 1.5 pounds roughly. And they are people ask, like, what are you wearing? What kind of shoe or boot or are you wearing? I don't. I just put on the wader in the sock and I just wade the stream. I don't put
an overboot or anything.
Yeah. And then as you could see, and then I take them off. When the water's really deep, we put on our rain pants and even our rain jacket, and that can kind of help keep the water from getting in over the top of the waders.
Yep.
Brad had someone chime in the other day and mention wiggy waders.
Yeah.
And these are a even lighter wader.
For like a large, which is like around a 10 to 11.5 on the shoe size, they're about 13 ounces.
Yeah. So you're shedding
half pound almost.
A little more than a half pound. Mm-hmm. I would like to check them out. If anybody has any experience with them, wiggy waders, let us know. I'm very curious. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think because they look like they go right over the top of your boot.
Yep.
So you wouldn't even have to take your boot off and you get across and then you take them off and you put them right back in your pack. And
saves a lot of time.
It would save time because when we used the Chota hippies, we were taking our boots off.
Yep.
They look, it would be great if they worked, but I'm skeptical. If you left a comment last week on episode 4 of this film series and you liked it and you subscribed to our YouTube channel, you were entered to win a pair of sheep feet orthotics. Brad is scrolling through the comment section here and he's going to randomly select someone who left us a comment. Brad, pick your winner now. Who is it?
Samuel Sprott.
All right. Congrats to Samuel. He just won a pair of sheep feet orthotics. Now, if you want to be entered to win this dark energy charger, just leave us a comment below. For sharing on Instagram, we're giving a pair of elite trekking poles away from last week. Brad, who's our winner for that?
Our winner was Liam Rourke.
All right, Liam, congrats. You just won a pair of trekking poles. What did Liam say? Can't wait to see the conclusion of the grizzly hunt.
Yep.
Thanks for supporting us, Liam. Thanks for sharing it on your Instagram. Next week, we're actually giving away 2 pairs of sheep feet orthotics to 2 lucky people who share the film on Instagram. You just got to tag us and sheep feet in the stories, and we're going to pick a lucky winner next Sunday. And for those who are members of the Gritty Stealthy community over at gritty.locals.com, tomorrow night on our weekly live stream, we're going to give away a dark energy charger over there to some lucky person who's a member of the community. If you want to join up over there, we're going to also announce a new giveaway on the live stream for the following week. So go on over there to gritty.locals.com, sign up, and join us on Monday for our live streams. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate all the support on the channel and for the work that we do. Much appreciated. Thank you all. Stay gritty.